she didn't have to do me like that though. She could have asked me for my notes. She could have asked me for study tips. She could have asked me for flashcards. Like, she didn't have to do me like that. We could have been study buddies. Okay? She really went the extra mile. That was uncalled for. She hurt my feelings. Hi everyone, it's Kaji. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, today's video is about people who aren't happy for your success, either having them as friends or having them as family members. I'm just gonna talk about my experience, my most recent experience, and hopefully this is something that we can all learn from and use our bad experiences with people to help make us better and not bitter. Okay, so as you guys know, if you are a subscriber on my channel, you guys know, like, I just moved from one campus to another campus. It's the same university, it just has multiple campuses. So I started school here. It's the first time I ever took classes in my major. The campus that I was at before, it did not have classes in my major. So that is why I moved here to go to school. So I start taking classes in my major here, and it seems like everybody is just friends already. It seems like everybody knows each other, and you know, it's like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna meet anyone? So last semester I took 5 classes, 3 classes in my major, 1 class in my minor, and another class for a science course to complete my gen ed classes. So I see this girl, right, so pretty. I realized that she's in every single class that I had for my major. So out of my 3 classes for my major, she was in each and every single one. So I decided to be brave and talk to her, you know, and make conversation about schoolwork and blah blah blah. So I don't know why I decided to choose her to make her my friend, because I know that I do not have luck choosing female friends. It's either they're A, crazy, B, crazy, because ain't nobody decent like me. Have any luck choosing female friends? Or C, crazy. I start talking to her or whatever. We find out we have like so much stuff in common. She also has a Caribbean background just like me, her, all this stuff. So I'm thinking like, okay, like this girl is cool, like we have all this stuff in common. Her mom's a single mom, my mom's a single mom. We could totally connect and vibe off of what it's like to be children of single parents. Lunch in the hub, we're in class, we're saving seats for each other, sitting next to each other in every class, sitting at the back, flaming on all of our teachers. Like, oh my gosh, it was so fun. So last semester I had a job that I worked for 2 months. It was my first official real job ever, and I was working the night shift from 8:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. and that job, you guys, was the most hardest job ever. I would definitely not recommend anyone to work that job because it was just so hard and it was physically strenuous. So I really didn't have any time to be doing my schoolwork last semester. I hate to admit that, but it's true. That job really was affecting my grades. I had basically only 4 hours to study, do my homework, sleep, relax, and before I go to work for 8:30. So I really had no time to do anything. I was also working the 2 weekend days, Saturday night and Sunday morning. So it just became very, very difficult for me to focus on my schoolwork. So I did eventually end up getting the courage to quit the job. Towards the end of the semester, I was like, you know what, this money was like really, really helpful and nice to be independent, but it's not worth me risking my grades over, and I needed to like save my grades. and see how well I can perform towards the end of the semester. So I did quit my job. It was very bad, like I was so stressed out. I had a nervous breakdown that I didn't tell anyone about. So I contacted my doctor. He wrote me a note so I could quit the job without having to do the 2 weeks thing. So yeah, my doctor wrote me a note and I was out. And I lie to you guys not. As soon as my grades got better, this girl stopped talking to me. And I was like, But I was like, no. This is in my head. You know, she didn't really do me like that. I was like, no. So I know that her and I worked together on a group project along with another girl. And I didn't really put my heart and soul into that group project like I could have, just because I like working by myself, and working with groups is kind of intimidating because I feel like there's no space for me to voice my opinion. So that's why I thought she'd stop talking to me, was because I didn't do all that, you know, great with the project. But it turned out that we ended up getting a B. So she had stopped talking to me at this point. We got a B+ on the project, and she messaged me out of nowhere. She texted me and she was like, did you see our grade? We got a B. Well, I'm like, so to me, B's are cool or whatever, but I don't get B's, especially on projects. I like to get A's and stuff like that, you know? So I was like, you're happy with that grade? And she was like, yeah, it boosted my grade up, nah. So I was like, okay. So this girl stopped talking to me. It's not about the group project, clearly, because she's happy with the little basic B we got. So I was like, okay, what else could it be? She saw me in class, held her head straight, turned around, wears this little hat she wears every single day, and just turned her whole head around. And I was like, really? Like that? So I'm just like, okay, you're clearly avoiding me, because she's doing that with every single class. So I'm sitting next to this girl. Her name is, I'm not gonna say her name, but I'm sitting next to this girl who, like, I only talk to here and there during the semester, and she's so cute and she's so nice and funny. And she was like, what do you think about the people in our major? Do you like them? I was like, no. She was like, they're like so competitive. And I'm just like, yes, like they're so competitive. And it's crazy that she said it, because in my mind I thought it was just me thinking that, because I'm not a person that's comfortable with saying, oh, no, jealous of me, oh, I have haters. Like, statements like that make me feel uncomfortable. I don't like to hear them, and I don't like to say them. The last conversation I actually had with her was when she said, oh, how did you think about the test? And I was like, I didn't think it was that bad, because I had actually quit my job already at that point. So I had time to study, I had time to get myself together, and I got an A on the final. And I realized now that she was competing with me, because even after she had stopped talking to me, she would like contact me to find out what my grade was. Like, we were in line for our second final, and she was like, oh, what did you get on the audiology final? I was like, I actually got an A. And she was like, oh my gosh, so did I. And I'm like, what is the point of this conversation, you know, when we haven't spoken like in forever, and you're avoiding me? And you know what I mean? Like, she, ciao. Now that I look back at it, she was thoroughly competing with me, which I do not appreciate. And just seeing like the jealousy and how she stopped talking to me when my grades got better than hers, like it's a competition. I definitely noticed that about some of the girls in the major. They're super cliquey. and who isn't cliquey, is just standoffish and selfish. And she wasn't the only experience that I've had with people in my major. You know, like I sat next to one girl one day and I had come in late, like 10 minutes late, and there was a guest speaker and I saw everyone else jotting down notes, and I asked the girl next to me, like, oh my gosh, what is everyone writing down? And this girl hardcore like was not trying to tell me. Friend, it took a person with my chronic illness 7 years to finish a 4-year degree. Here I am pushing myself, trying so hard to finish my 4-year degree within that time. I actually have the option to graduate this December, but I'm not going to, just because I don't want to pressure myself all in 1 year. But I could finish early, which is such a huge accomplishment for anyone, especially a person like myself with a chronic illness that causes fatigue. I constantly live my life in exhaustion. So this girl knows that. That's how I got my doctor's note to quit my job so I can focus on school. So the fact that she puts in less work than I do, she has less obstacles than I do, because to the best of my knowledge she is perfectly healthy, and has the audacity to come hate on me for my low success towards the end of the semester. So that's just kind of my little experience. I have seen her little whack self in class again this semester. She hasn't said anything to me completely. So yeah, so that was just basically my little story time experience of dealing with people who do not have my best interest at heart, people who can't stand my success but were in my circle. So my advice to you guys is, you cannot dim your light, you cannot dim your sparkle in order to accommodate someone else's insecurities. And when all of this happened, I felt so bad. I really contemplated changing my major. I texted my mom. I was like, I hate these people, you know, because I knew it was a competition and I knew what had happened. And it really had just like made me feel some type of way, especially what I said about me working so hard through all of my adversity and trying to persevere, you know. So but now I'm fine. Now I dress up for class, I sit in the front, so all these people that don't want to see me succeed can see me showing up to class nice and fancy, taking notes, about to get these good grades that they don't want me to get. Do not let other people intimidate you out of your goals. Do not let other people intimidate you out of what you want for your life. Not everybody is going to be happy for your success. I was really sad when that happened. Like, I was like, you know, like I was kind of taken aback. But you know, God keeps everyone out of our lives for a reason, and you know, you don't need people like that in your life anyways. And you don't need to get angry, you don't need to get bitter, you don't need to be too sad or heartbroken. That's just how life is, and the road to success is typically a very lonely road. And life is like an elevator, and you're trying to grow and you're trying to progress yourself, and you're taking yourself to higher and better levels, and not everybody is going to the top with you. And that is something that I definitely had to acknowledge and accept within myself, that you know, not everybody is going to the top with me. You just need to continue to invest in yourself, continue to believe in yourself, and push yourself no matter if no one else is pushing you. Believe in yourself, root for yourself when no one else is rooting for you. And that's all it really is. That's all it really is. And I strongly encourage you guys to just not let these experiences make you bitter. Use them to make you better. This definitely has motivated me to like put my best foot forward in my life, you know, because I realize I'm not in college to make friends. I'm not in my classes to, you know, socialize with anybody. I'm here to get my grades. I'm here to get my schoolwork done. I'm here to get this degree, and not everyone here wants to see me do that. So that completes the video. This is my most recent Kaji chat experience. If you guys have any topic that you guys want to know about, comment down below and let me know. I would love to just address some of the topics that you guys are going through in your everyday life. I definitely think this topic is something that everyone can relate to. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Use your situations to make you better and not bitter. I love you guys so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, you guys.